was his favorite people.
Wow.
Yeah, that was. I wasn't into really to those. It was good matches. Those were more like car wreck matches, and I didn't know. I didn't really like the car wreck. I didn't really like the car wreck. I'm really big with wrestling. I'm really big in storylines. That's the only reason why I watch. That's the reason why I watch battle rap. Is storylines. I like following the storylines, and then I'll watch the wrestling match because of the storyline.
Socialists make sure the whole team straight. Trying to rock out with them bands, what I call a Green Day. Brody keep the pack on him. I thought he cheered for Green Bay.
2011, 2012, and they used to have like, all right, it's the Midwest movement. Midwest is going against the East Coast dudes, so that's a storyline. Like, all right, let's see if they could go in here and do this and that.
Watch that shit all the time.
Yeah, so that's why I used to watch it because it's the story. It's all storylines. Even if you think about sports,
Watching Tay-Rock shit, his newest one.
yeah, I'm cool on him.
You're bugging.
Nah, I'm into people's character. Even when you think of like sports is all storylines. That's why they have these shows. That's why they always talk about the Lakers. They try to build a storyline. So I'm into that stuff. But
Barkley said, "You don't hear him talking about the Wizards."
The Wizards,
because he said they always talk about the Lakers because they in 10th place.
Well, yeah, because they in 13th now. But yeah, because they got the most important player in the world, one of the most popular players ever. So you got to talk about him. You got to have him in is one of the biggest cities and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah. We just went on a tangent, y'all. My fault. We got wrestling in the background. My guilty pleasure. We're gonna dive into that later. Welcome back, everyone. Room 212, Room 212 Network, Room 212 TV. I'm one of your co-hosts, BJ Johnson, here with Tay, aka Swank, aka Dante. Oh man, I'm really not good at names. I'm about to call you a whole nother person's name. That's wild. How you doing today?
I'm blessed, man. Can't complain.
Okay. You could complain, but you just choose not to.
I ain't got nothing to complain about.
Okay, got you. So bills is paid on time.
Yeah, man. Blessed.
Daughter's acting right.
Yep.
Oh my God, this is on a tangent. I remember first grade. I was a badass kid. This was when my brother, because I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest in my generation of family, right? So my brother, we was all in the same household. This is a random story. My brother and why? My grandma, my mom, my auntie, and my uncle, we all lived under the same house. You know, it's one of those things we all, whatever.
Right.
And I'm the only kid that lives there. My auntie and my mom were pregnant around the same time. They had their babies 3 weeks apart. So my brother and my cousin are newborns. Yeah. They had their first Christmas coming up. Oh, I'm already hot because I'm like, wait, y'all added these new little niggas in the family? Why? I'm supposed to be the only one. I'm like 7 years old. I'm the only one out of our entire family that's I'm getting all the treatment. I don't got to just compete with my brother. I got to compete with my cousin that's a girl. I'm like, wait a minute. No attention's coming on me. Right. I'm acting up crazy in school. Fast forward, Christmas is coming. I remember I was like, I was getting in trouble in school, like I was the class clown, but I was on some other stuff. Like one time I had this corner, I went to Roosevelt Elementary. Shout out to my first grade teacher named Mrs. Rogers. I had a crush on her, but I used to always act up. And she liked me. But when I messed up, she would say, BJ, go to your corner. So I had our own designated corner in the classroom so people would know, all right, that's his corner. He got to go put his nose in, sit in. One time I was heated, and I don't know what happened, but I had to go to my corner. So I went to my corner, and I didn't like how people was like laughing at me this day. So you remember those door stops?
Yeah.
Like the old doors, you got to put the little stopper on it for it. So it was loose. So my corner was by the door this time. So I'm messing with it. I take the door stop off, and I'm mad. So Miss Rogers walks towards me.
Don't tell me you threw it at.
She walks towards me, and she's talking to when you're teaching, you walking back and forth. She walked towards me, and then when she's walking back, I got it finally loose. I threw it, bang, right at her Achilles. She goes down for the count. I'm like, and I'm thinking I'm a kid being dumbass. I'm thinking, oh yeah,
she started laughing.
I forgot what I did. I just know I was happy that I hit the target. Like I had a goal, I had an objective, and I conquered it.
Right.
She's down for the count. When she was on the ground kind of crying, I was like, oh.
It's over with.
This might be more serious than what I think.
Right.
Nigga, they called the cops on me. I'm in the first grade. They called the cops. My grandma had to come through. I remember Miss Rogers was like, the principal said, "Do you want to press charges on him?" And I was like, "What does this even mean?"
Damn, Dennis the Menace.
I was like, "What's going on?" They was like, "No, he doesn't. I don't want to press charges on him." I think that was one of those things that teach me a lesson. So I was like, "Damn, all right." I say all that. I got suspended for like maybe a week, maybe a week and a half.
I thought they would have expelled you.
Nah.
Something about calling the cops on you.
Well, yeah, because it's damn I think assault and battery.
Well, yeah.
But I was like 7, so I don't know how that worked. Like I don't know how that would have worked. So fast forward, when that happened, I remember my mom and my auntie and all them said, "You keep acting up, Santa's not gonna come." Mm-hmm. I was like, "What you mean? Santa always comes. You know the vibes." Christmas comes. I go to sleep early the night before. I come out. Pause. I come out and it's hella presents. I'm like, "Oh yeah, we here." It's hella presents, and then there's a letter right on the table. And I'm looking at presents. My brother, my cousin, they don't know what's going on. They barely 1 year old. They don't know what's going on. And there's a letter for me. I guess it's for me. Mm-hmm. My mama says, "Hey, BJ, this letter's for you." I'm like, "What? What's this? Why do I need a letter? Let's open these presents." The letter was like, "Dear BJ, due to your I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the shit, but it's like, due to your behavior this year, you will not be getting any presents. We need you to start acting. Basically, you need to act better so this doesn't happen for you next year." I was like,
you ain't get nothing.
I didn't get shit. I had to open my punishment. I didn't get nothing, and I had to open up I had to help my brother and my cousin open up their presents. That was my Christmas. Oh, I was about to set shit off. I was trying to find a way to make a bomb. I was about to shoot up this shit. I'm about to clap this stuff up. But eventually I found out. This is when I realized I was like, I don't know if Santa is real or not. Mm-hmm. 6 months later, we had a car that was in the backyard that didn't work. And they had to, I actually now started acting better because I was like, damn, this stuff real. I'm with all my friends. They showed me what they got. They were like, "BJ, what you get?" I ain't get nothing. My brother, my cousin, they got their little gifts. They still don't know what's going on because they babies. The summer comes. The car in the back it didn't work, so they had to tow it. They wanted to get it out the backyard. They wanted to tow it. They was going to take it away, basically. And then I remember my auntie or my mom, I forgot which one, was like, "BJ, you've been acting good, so we want to give you." No, it wasn't even that. They popped the trunk open, and all my presents was in there. And I was like, "Wait a minute, why is my presents?" And then they was like, "Hey, Santa left them here back in Santa left them here. You've been acting good now, so we'll give them to you." So I had Christmas in the summertime. I still didn't put that shit together at the time.
See, I never would have believed that. Like, none of that.
Oh, I believed it. I was thinking that nigga. I was thinking Jesus heavy. I was like, "Jesus, Santa, all y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hey, thank you." I don't think I stopped believing in the Santa until maybe like the 4th or 5th grade. Maybe 6th grade. Maybe high school.
Damn.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it was maybe high
it
school.
probably was high school.
Hey, what y'all trying to get on tonight, y'all? Man, I gotta go sleep, man. Santa coming. It's 17 years old.
We usually just go to their crib, kick it. Her family they really like the only family that like has parties within the family. It don't be no outside people. It'd be the mom and the dad, uncles, aunties, grandma. It'd be like 25 people.
Yeah.
And they just be kicking it like that, like heavy.
So they really on some Lil Durk OTF shit.
Facts.
Yeah. All right, I got you. Yeah, that's how it should be. It should be only the family. I feel it. Yeah.
I mean,
so y'all go up there to do some stuff and
Yeah.
just kick it. Got you. Question, because I think while we're still establishing our channel, people were still growing. I would like to learn more about. I think people can learn more about us. How did you and your significant other meet? If you don't mind me asking. I think you already kind of went over this in the other episodes, but
it was crazy. So I got a homeboy. Shout out my homeboy Anze Branch. He was one of my AAU teammates, and I never forget. We was at the Illinois State team camp.
Wait, can we get age? Kind of like
This was an AAU. It's like 15, 16, 17s.
Okay,
so this was our 17th year. So
Gotcha.
like going into our senior year, we was at the Illinois State team camp, and Facebook was heavy back then. Like
golden years.
Facts. The new Facebook.
Yeah, no more Black Planet or MySpace.
So I get on Facebook, and once you meet somebody new, you start checking their mutual friends, whatever. And then she sent me a friend request. So then we started, talking through Facebook.
Who shot the first shot? She shot the first shot with the request, but who slid into who's DM? We need context here. Yeah, don't be capping.
I want to say it was her, like no cap. I really
damn, she was aggressive.
I really feel like it was.
She sent you the request plus she sent the shot?
But you got to think though. The only thing I knew about Topeka was it was the capital of Kansas. Like I thought that shit was like 3 hours away.
Okay.
So we never saw each other. Mm-hmm. So we talked like internet texting for 9 months.
Oh my God. Without meeting each other?
Yes.
Oh, y'all was the original like potential catfish. Oh, y'all niggas was long distance dating. Y'all was in a long distance relationship, hour away for a whole year? Basically.
Damn. So then one time, my man's DJ, we used to take missions in his mom's minivan.
What do these missions mean?
Like we would just go around the city in the minivan.
What do you mean by missions?
Just like,
okay,
meeting up with chicks and stuff.
Oh, okay.
The
there
girls.
we go. We need context. We need
not no missions like Grand Theft Auto missions. Like not
just this years ago. This
this was high school. We was
2 decades ago.
We was in the
we was
outside
minivan
for real.
Okay, minivan though.
Like I'm talking about lease
in 1998.
No, it wasn't.
I know.
it was 09. So this was our excuse. So we was gonna play Topeka High in this tournament. So we was like, all right, we about to go scout them in Topeka. Mm-hmm. Cause like back then, like you driving to Topeka, what? Like that's an hour job.
Yeah, that's kind of nutty.
That was far. So he ended up going to the game, and then I went to her crib, and then it's.
Did they know you was at the crib?
Who?
People.
Her people did. My people did.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very.
Her people
mature.
was
that's
different.
Responsible.
Because we would see, it was crazy because we would pull up at nighttime, so we wouldn't leave KC till about 10 every night, like on the weekends.
10 a.m. or 10 p.m.
p.m.
Oh, what?
So we not getting to Topeka till about 12.
Wait, you was showing up to a wait. This ain't making sense. Hold on, because I just got a facial. Check out I just got a facial this morning, so I'm a little puffy. Shout out to Billabong. All right, cool. So hold on. Yeah. So you would leave to a woman, well, respect to your wifey now, but then you didn't know it was gonna be wifey.
Right.
So you're talking to a lady, a girl, basically, for 9 months without meeting her.
Yes.
Then when you meet her at the crib with the parents.
Yeah, her parents was it.
Huh.
But like I said,
okay,
her family
in the minivan though.
Yeah, in the minivan.
Okay.
And the what was the other car? What was the other car?
Well, why was DJ going then? If this was your mission, you had to break DJ off something.
Nah, we was just that's my man's. We was just
that's loyal.
He just wanted to go.
He was really scouting him.
Yeah, he really went to the game. Like he really went to the game.
He really scouted.
Yeah,
and then you.
Yeah, he really went to. But it wasn't. I mean, we went everywhere. Like it was.
Got you.
I'm talking about. It was miles on that minivan.
Got you. Where the minivan at now? Okay, got you. We need to go buy that minivan. We have an episode in the minivan. Perglued to the minivan. All right, got you. So then it basically materialized after that.
Yeah.
Just keep okay. Damn, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, that was the first time we met. So Later North was playing Wichita Heights in football. Mm-hmm. And if you familiar with Kansas City, Olathe North is like a powerhouse in football.
Okay.
So we was going to watch them, and they played at Washburn.
Topeka again.
Washburn University.
Yep.
And that was the first time we ever met.
Oh, okay.
And then the second time was at her crib.
Got you.
But her family was they was all it wasn't like they was asleep.
Yeah,
Like,
it
we
wasn't
was
like no
going to
sneaking.
the-
It wasn't no sneaking in like yo.
But
My
we would
parents
always
sleep.
leave Sunday morning at 5 in the morning. So we would be there from 12 to 5.
Hold on, is the mathing? I'm trying to see. Carry the one. You carry the one there. You change the sun goes from sundown to sunset to sunrise. Topeka, Kansas, carry the 2. All right, okay, cool. All right, say less. All right, gotcha. What don't need to make sense to me makes all the sense in the world for y'all.
Yeah, it was a different time.
It depends on what the family dynamic is. It could be.
It was very strange for me.
Yeah, but because I was like, we watched Snowfall. Remember when Franklin he lived next door to this girl? I'm only on season 2 though, so don't spoil it. But you remember Franklin messed with the girl next door, right?
Right.
He could only go in the house when the dad wasn't home.
Exactly.
The cop,
Right.
That's the dynamic I'm used to, or I was used to.
Facts.
Well, my mom eventually was like, "Hey, you can let girls over here," but she would be awake. She would
Yeah.
meet them like, "Hey, BJ, hey, this is my friend. Hey," and then we go downstairs and watch Toy Story, something like that. Incredibles. Oh, y'all think I'm joking? We can pan the camera eventually over to the vinyl record player Toy Story. It's over there. But anyway, yeah, that's the dynamic. It wasn't more of a. It seemed like that is more of a healthier dynamic though. Hey, bring in the family.
I wouldn't do that. I got 2 daughters. Like,
So you wouldn't do that?
Hell no.
So how? We getting somewhere.
No.
So how you met your wife?
Yeah.
You would not allow
No.
either one of your daughters to meet.
Never.
It won't happen.
Never. It was what?
I'm just here to. I'm soaking in.
She
Oh, we really wearing uniforms right now, by the way. I didn't repeat that. That's crazy. I didn't even repeat it. We really got matching uniforms on, like we in Catholic
Shout
school.
out to the brand.
I
Man.
mean, it's very comfy, very cozy. I feel like I should be wearing that one for that. Anyway, so you wouldn't allow this to happen.
That was because you got to think, and I love her parents to death, but that was like, what? You not only are you coming to my house at Freaknik hours,
Beyond what? Those are those hours, respectfully.
but it
That's
was
that Apollo.
And the craziest thing was like her pops would always make breakfast for us.
At what time?
In the morning, like he would just be up, and then we'll walk upstairs. He make it. You know what chorizo is? Chorizo and eggs.
I feel like you just cussed at me. No, I don't know what that is.
it's like
what is that?
Yeah, it's like a Mexican
Okay.
breakfast thing. It's like eggs and this.
It's like a Mexican glizzy.
Paul. No,
You said sausage, right?
no, like it's eggs,
Oh, it's eggs.
but it's
I think I
yeah.
maybe had some of that before. I just didn't know it was called that. Okay.
It's called chorizo.
Okay. Shout out
So
to you.
yeah, he would. Hey, fellas, want some breakfast? And we like, oh, what? Like if I see a young man walking up my stairs in my kitchen, like he's not making it out.
But you don't. But you no. But you got to. Context is key. Context is key. But hold on, no. Context is key though.
Okay.
You're not saying. If you just see a random person come up your stairs. No, you vetted this person.
What that mean?
Let me not say your daughter's name, but she comes in. Hey, Dad, this is Jizzle, or this is Tim, or hey, this is Bradley, or wherever.
Well, my first question would be, why is Tim not getting here till 12 p.m.?
Well, because she already asked you that though. Maybe it was already vetted. Hey, Tim won't be here.
But that was the freedom she had. Like she didn't have like.
Oh, you just don't want to provide that freedom. Even though it worked out for y'all. Now I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Even though you look at your hand that you're holding the mic. You have a ring on from that woman that you did these things, this approach that happened. So it obviously worked out. So why would you not allow it to happen organically in that manner with your daughters, who you've had said babies with their mother?
Well, and I would never change nothing, but I did have a kid at 19.
That's because you was wilding.
Now, what you mean?
You know how to pull out. I don't know. Get your pull out game up. I can always
just
tell how you did
saying.
your hezzy dribble that you didn't, that you was a little slow with it. You can tell he was a little slow footed. You can tell.
I just said, we was some.
That's because you was reckless. That's what that means. Yeah.
It takes two to tango.
Hey man, I don't know nothing about nothing. I just know that. Yeah. I don't.
But how I was raised, like, even if a girl called the crib, they had to like have manners and all that. Like her house wasn't like that. Like it was very free.
Well, yeah, it's just different. It's just different households because it's
Yeah.
also y'all different ethnicities. Y'all
Facts.
different. Yeah. So it's different stuff. For like if you Jewish cultures are different, Indian people. It's all of us are just different. You know what I mean? So it's just
Because you see, I had to lie and say I was going to DJ crib just to get to her crib.
Yeah. It could be though, but you know how they say. I remember growing up. I don't know who said it because it wasn't my mom, but it was someone that was like, I'd rather if my kids are gonna smoke or drink, I let them do it with me instead of them having to lie about it and go do it with someone else, and then it could be more of a harmful thing.
True.
I've also heard that before, so maybe they had more of that safe space to where it's like I don't need to feel. Excuse me. I don't need to feel like I need to lie to my parents just to go see this man or woman. Mm-hmm. Instead, I can just be honest about it. And then here, instead of worrying about doing the sneaking around and all that, here's a very safe space here. You know, instead of where you had to go lie to moms just to go do, you know, because
I wasn't. Topeka, what? No, you're not. No, hell no.
I still lie to my moms. She think like, well, I'm at work. No. I'm just. That's funny.
But also, I did that because DJ had mad freedom.
See, hey. So you don't want to provide that type of. Well, I guess it's different though too because women. I think it was what episode? It was a show I was watching, and they was talking about how was it Fresh Prince? I forgot. It was an episode of a show about when you compared the two. The parents were raising. They gave the guys more freedom than the women. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Fresh Prince. But basically, if you have boys, so say take your two daughters, turn them into boys.
What?
Well, let me ask this. So let's say your daughters are now boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
She had boys instead. Will you allow them to have that type of freedom? Like, let's be honest now. Is it a part of you just don't want your kids at all to have that type of freedom? Or is it more of a girl-boy thing?
The thing with kids that you got to be careful about, though, is if you shelter them too much, they either are going to sneak out anyways, or then they're going to get to a certain age where they're just going to start wilding. Mm-hmm. But if you give them too much freedom, then it's like they're going to wild regardless. Mm-hmm. So I think with kids, the only thing you could really do is teach them the right way, and then they just got to make the judgment for themselves.
Try to give them a fine little balance of here's enough freedom, but not too much freedom.
But also, I think it depends on siblings and like their age gap too, because my parents were strict, but all the wild stuff that I ever knew about was from my brothers and like cousins and stuff like that.
What's your brothers and y'all age difference?
My oldest brother is 6 years older than me.
What did you just say? Hold on.
So I got.
What did you just say to me? Rephrase what you said to me.
My oldest brother.
What does that mean?
So I have a brother that's 8 years older than me, and then I have another brother that's 6 years older than me. So he's younger than him. So he's the middle brother.
Why didn't you just start out and just say my middle brother? Like, God, like, that's
because you got
that's wild. That's wild. Nah,
because
that's crazy.
all
right, we're moving on.
I got 3 older brothers, but only grew up with 2 of them.
I hear you.
See what I'm saying?
I hear you. But what you could say?
I just made it too difficult.
You made that so yeah. So let's move on. So your oldest brother.
So my middle brother
is 6, right? 6 years older.
Yes.
So did you feel a disconnect there? Like, did you feel like how your parents were strict with him was not the same as the strict with you, or you wouldn't even remember?
So it was like the wicked part about our relationship was I basically was raised by my parents and by him.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So like I learned stuff from my parents, you know, the discipline, the manners and stuff like that, but like every experience that I ever had, he taught it to me.
Gotcha.
Like with the whatever it was.
Yeah. Usually the first, I remember recording my mom on Snapchat. This was years ago. And I remember she was on the steps, and I said something. Her, my brother, and myself. We was joking around. And I said, "Was I the guinea pig, or was I an experiment child?" Or I said something around those lines. And I remember she was laughing. We was laughing. She was like, "Well, yeah." And it was because I'm the first one. Usually, the firstborn is your experiment child. You're trying to learn. All right, we're gonna learn with this motherfucker, and then the stuff that you learn from that one, you usually apply to the second or the ones after. Right. So, do you feel like that was the case with yours, or y'all? Are they so close in age?
Well, also too, with my pops coaching a basketball organization, we had a lot of kids that lived with us, and that's the influence that kids have on other kids is big.
Yeah.
So if you got a kid coming from a broken home, and he comes and moves in to a structured home, you know how kids act and be like when the parents ain't home.
Yeah.
So like when I'm young, they didn't watch me. Like I was chilling with them. Mm-hmm. So think about a 6-year-old. No, I say 8. I'm 8, but I'm kicking it with 14-year-olds. Mm-hmm. Like they not babysitting me. Like I'm.
That's what happened to me before.
Like I'm the homie.
Yep.
Like that.
That's how I smoked my first. That's the first time and only time I ever smoked a cigarette. Was that when that happened? I was like, how old was I? I was in the 2nd grade, I think, or 3rd grade, so whatever age that is. Yeah. And we had some family that came from Wichita, and they were staying with that same grandma's house. So it was like 15. That's bad in the black household. We had that'd be happening. Yeah. It was like 15 of us in the house for a couple months. But the people from Wichita, they had kids. It was a grown-ups, and they had also children, but the children were around older than me. They're in high school. Mm-hmm. And I remember they used to sneak out and like go on walks or whatever, but they go smoke weed or cigarettes. Right. And I'm gonna be with them because they the big ones, they the older ones. And so I go with them. I remember one time they smoking weed. I don't do it. One time they smoking a cigarette. I used to always do this little. I used to always want to be cool and fit in with them. So let's say this is smoke. Pause, but put it in my mouth and I'm joking around. I remember one time they hit me on the back and I held it and I actually. Accidentally smoked a cigarette and I choked on it. Pause. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that's when I realized right then and there I would never smoke. I would never smoke anything. Mm-hmm. But I remember that I was trying to fit in and be cool with them because they were closer to my age, even though they were younger. So I kind of, to that point, if I probably would have had a more heavier dose of that, I probably would have been down a different path of like doing certain shit.
But I think a lot of times you don't really understand what's going on because all you say is, oh, that's my big bro, that's my big cousin, and then you just like I said, they wasn't watching me.
Yeah.
Like so, I'm 8 years old and they talking to me like I'm the same age as them.
So are you watching your daughters? Like what are you doing so that doesn't like?
The thing with my daughters is. And I've never seen it before because you got to think in the black community, a lot of stuff like people don't tell us. Mm-hmm. And my wife is phenomenal with teaching them just certain things. Mm-hmm. But a lot of things with me is just I'm heavy on the manners, the discipline, the self-motivation, mm-hmm. making sure just because you're a girl don't mean you can do whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. And just basically every morning, like I tell them, we got this chant we do, and like one of them says it, then the other one says it, then I say it, and mm-hmm. it's like you beautiful, you strong, kind, nice, you're a leader, and then it's like you gonna change the world one day. So it's those words of affirmation. They doing that before they even walk into school. Mm. So it's like just that. Like my pops, he always used to tell me like, man, you ain't listening to nothing I'm saying, because he used to preach to me every day mm-hmm. before school, and I'm just like, nah, bro, I'm listening, but you know how we are as mm-hmm. men, we like, oh, I wish he shut up. Mm-hmm. But girls, they absorb that type mm-hmm. of stuff, and so I think my kids are the mix of both of us. Mm-hmm. So it's like
that's actually hella dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know you be doing that. I might have to come over in the morning and do that chant with you. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be needing that.
No, I've been doing that since actually my Youngest daughter started school.
Really?
And
I'm about to
then-
say. I was just about to ask you when did you start it and why did you start it?
Basically, just off the strength of like I said, my pops. So every school I went to, I never went to the school in my school district.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to go to my pop's job before school every morning.
Nigga, for how long?
Like he would have to be at work at 6. So 5 from say I start school at 8 something.
No, what I'm saying, how long did you do that for? Like how many years?
Oh, my whole life.
Oh, damn, that sounds stressful.
Yeah, but so people who know him, like they would call him like Malcolm Faircon, because he couldn't have a normal conversation. Like he always had to give you some type of game.
Yeah.
So, like I said, he would just everything was always wisdom. And I'm just like, well, I remember one time we had a co-ed basketball team for my oldest daughter, and one of the boys, he was nice. Like, he got all the buckets.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter was like, well, only boys can score the ball. All I can do is play defense. And then from then I was like, well, what you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could do whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just because you're a girl don't mean you can't go and get buckets against these boys.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, what is something, for her to like understand she can be whatever she want to be in this world.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just started, I mean, they really are beautiful, kind, smart, and then being a leader, that's something. I don't know if it's just because I played point guard my whole life, but it's like I've always been my own person.
Yeah.
Like I never followed nobody. I never wanted to be like nobody. Like I was always me.
Mm-hmm.
No matter who I was around.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe like my kids is really gonna change the world one day.
That's fire. That's damn. Usually I like joking. Like I like joking and saying funny shit. I can't even damn.
For real
God damn, he grinded. That was dope. I ain't gonna lie, that was fire. I kinda wanted to say, all right, we done here. we good. We good. Oh, that's okay. All
but
right.
as a parent, I feel like you got it. Like you should always push that for your kids and be I wouldn't say they number one fan, but it's like as long as they believe in themselves and you believe in them, like
all right, but yeah, we could have got some. Damn, we was really rap battling. Oh, all right. So you ain't going. So your guilty pleasure, you gonna say is battle rap?
yeah, I would say, okay, a guilty pleasure that I got is like if I'm watching a movie or a show, depending on what type of show it is, I can get emotional, like what it has to deal with.
Wait,
So say, like-
please, because I'm about to flame you. Hold on, get please.
So,
Yeah, go.
for instance,
Talk to me.
did you cry when G Baby got shot?
This nigga is bad. It's a guilty pleasure to show emotion. It's crazy. That's how bad.
For
That's
a
how
movie?
That's how institutionalized that we are.
A movie?
Yes, you can cry. It's okay. I was crying.
It's not real.
It can be based off true events. Emotions don't mean the stuff has to be real. What are you talking about? When
Can y'all
LeBron
get my face?
No. Okay, cool. Have you ever won a champion? No, let's not even use us. When LeBron and them won the championship, we seen people win sporting events? Sports is not real. If we come like we
What?
Is it real? A championship is really real. Does it really
Yeah.
mean something?
Yes.
Like in the grand scheme of things.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So if you cry about it, it's okay.
If you played in the game, yes.
So if you didn't play in the game, you can't cry?
Like as a fan,
Period. If you didn't play in the game and you were a coach, can you not cry?
you was a part of that journey though.
So if your wife watched you was on the winning championship team, she's in the crowd, she can't cry? Or
Yeah,
she
she
can?
was a part of that.
What if I'm just your homie? Can I cry?
You was a part of that.
What if I'm just watching on TV?
It
So
depends. If the Raiders win a Super Bowl, I'm not crying.
So they can't. So you wouldn't cry. It's not acceptable.
No, I'm not saying it's not acceptable.
So
but
why
I
is
just
it such
cry.
a guilty pleasure for you to cry when G Baby died?
Because he wasn't a real person.
But that story is real.
But that's okay. So that's what I'm
That
saying.
story
Like,
is real though. Not
I
saying,
can something that's relatable.
there's mad G Babies in Kansas City. There's
Facts.
mad G Babies
Yeah.
that we grew up with G Babies.
Yeah.
So why you can't? So it's a guilty pleasure for you to cry when that little homie got popped. It was Michael B. Jordan's fault. Niggas don't want to talk about that. He let G Baby wait. Michael B. Jordan let G Baby get popped, and then he went on to be Creed. And niggas don't want to talk about it in the Black Panther. See, y'all got stuff messed up. Y'all let Michael B. Jordan get G Baby popped. That was his Illuminati sacrifice. Y'all let G Baby get popped, and then he became the super mega star. All right, cool. But
He said that was his Illuminati.
that's crazy. Why G Baby ain't get another role after that?
I think he did though.
Did he? What was it, Michael Blackston? All right. So that's your guilty pleasure though. That's nuts, Dante. That's
What?
crazy. That's to show emotion. That's wild. That's wild. All right. What is y'all guilty pleasure? I know y'all ain't got mics and stuff, but just what's a guilty pleasure for one of y'all?
I like music. I like listening to Taylor Swift. Selena Gomez got some hits. Oh man, I thought she was mad overrated. When that stat came out in 2016 that she had more views than Drake, I was like, ain't no way, not possible.
Dang.
Had to be streaming farms.
There's
I'm telling you, listen to Same Old Love and all that. I said, damn, who was this? Oh, this Helena? Hits. I tell you.
So is that the equivalent to liking a Erykah Badu or something?
nah, because it's like something that's not. I think what guilty here. You know what?
A guilty pleasure is something that you would be embarrassed to
I got y'all right here. Hold on.
that you like. And if they
What is the depth? Hold on, y'all. Y'all gotta watch. I gotta talk to Beery. What is a guilty pleasure?
Here's the definition of guilty pleasure. Something, such as a movie, television program, or piece of music, that one enjoys despite feeling that it is not generally held in high regard.
Yeah, it's simple. Now it's a family thing with my brother, my mom, and I. There's two movies. I think they fake fans. They be doing it for me, but it's cool. But Toy Story and Incredibles. Actually, I know my brother really loves Incredibles, but Toy Story, I think they fake fans as fuck. But Toy Story 3 came out. I was like, yo, I'm going back to KC and I'm gonna watch Toy Story 3 with my family. So we came, my brother, my mom, and myself. We went to the movie theaters. We watched it. Do you know what Toy Story 3? Are y'all familiar?
I seen Toy Story. I ain't seen the other two.
You ain't seen, wow, you got daughters and you ain't seen Toy Story 3? You ain't seen Toy Story 3? Or any of the other Toy
I
Stories?
don't watch.
Okay, got you. So institutionalized. But I don't like 4. I don't really even count 4.
Damn, it's 4.
Yeah, it's 4. Yeah, it's 4. They about to do spinoffs. Well, they did a spinoff because they got Buzz Lightyear had a movie. But anyway, Toy Story 3 is when the toys, they go to this daycare. All right, cool. They get mistreated and all that stuff. There's a scene in the movie at the very end where the toys are, I think they're in the but they're going down. They about to fall into the fire. I should pull this shit up on TV. When you watch it, this scene is crazy. It's like y'all gonna laugh when I say this. It's the equivalent to Queen Latifah and Set It Off at the end when she's about to go, when she turned the music and she go, it's the equivalent. When this scene happened, it's funny because
cried real tears on that one.
so my brother is sitting, it's my brother, I think it's my mama in the middle, and then I'm on the other side. You know, dudes can't never sit next to each other. So my mama's in the middle of us.
Institutional.
When this is real talk. Now, why? Because my mama got to sit. She got to sit in the middle. She got to pick a side. She ain't gonna pick a side. She's gonna sit in the middle. Because once you lock in, ain't no switching up. So we on the side, right? The toys look like they're about to die. It's about to be over for them because they're about to go through this fire, and they all realize they're about to go through the fire. So all the toys, they all scattered around. They all put their hand. They all look at each other like, "Damn, this is it." If y'all seen, all y'all know y'all seen it. So y'all know what I'm talking about. We may even put a little clip here if we don't get flagged. All the toys know it's a wrap. So what they do, it's like all of us in this room, we grab each other's arms. Let's go down together, y'all. And they doing it, and it gets so sad. It's like, damn, we've been on this journey for 3 movies. These niggas is gone.
Yeah.
Woody and them is dead.
Oh, Woody and Buzz is
All
in there?
it's it. It's over. It's over. Let me stop yelling. It's over. It's basically they building it up just like how they built up Queen Latifah and set it off. It's over. And then the grace of God, they get saved and they didn't die. I remember my mama looked over at me, and I don't know if it was my mom or my brother, but they looked over and was like, BJ, are you crying? Oh, real tears was coming
He's
down.
crying.
Real tears was coming down because I was like, I cannot believe, because mind you, this movie, the first one came out like 96. It's the third one's 2015, 14. No, it's like at least 15, 16. Thinking I didn't grew up with these. So yeah, just raw emotions. And they made fun of me. They made jokes when we left. It's like, oh, you crying? Yeah, that's fine. I could cry. We should be able to express that. Why can women cry when they watch fucking when they watch those what's that show? What's that channel that has all those sad movies? Lifetime. When they watch all the fucking Lifetime movies, how they can cry, but we can't cry when we got
Lifetime got a lot of low budget movies.
Yeah, but they be watching and crying off of it. So when I watch, yeah, man,
I'll be like, what is this? Like, why are you watching this?
What is the R. Kelly?
What's that?
What is that?
Turn the Red, the movie where the girl turns into the panda.
Yeah, you lost me on that. I ain't never seen that.
Y'all got Disney Plus?
Oh, yeah, I
do,
do,
but
but
I don't
yeah.
The soundtrack fire, the Barbie soundtrack fire. Splish, splat.
I think that's a guilty pleasure for me. Is I've never seen a cartoon before.
A cartoon? My God, but you
That's
are
embarrassing.
That is
because
yeah.
I feel like I didn't like I.
There's not a pleasure because you have to pleasure
You
it.
have seen a cartoon because you've seen Boondocks.
I don't
Is
know
that really a cartoon? though?
It's a cartoon.
But I'm talking about like
a
the
kitty,
kiddie
like
stuff.
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry, like Bud, like you institutionalized. That shit crazy. How long was your bid? Like, no, how long was your bid to be for you to not see a cartoon?
But you gotta understand.
No, you have to understand. You have no. You have to understand. You have 2 daughters. You have lived a life, and you ain't never seen a cartoon. That's wild. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix.
But I never liked them.
How you never seen them? How do you know?
Because that's what I'm trying to say. But when
I can't touch my face. I
the
got
way
facial.
I was raised, like I never thought I was my age. So when I was born, you got to think my brother was 6, 7. So like I always thought I was their age.
So let me ask you this: how do you know you like something if you never seen it? That's like me saying I don't like sushi and I never had it.
I'm the same way.
I'm using that as an example.
I can say that I never had sushi. It looked ugly, so I don't.
That's crazy. Yeah, you ain't never served it. It's like I got friends that serve bids, and I know what institutionalized mean, what it looks like. And you are definitely institutionalized. You can't cry, you can't show emotion out here, even though you got a wife and 2 daughters. You can't
But that's
watch
why I
cartoons.
feel like I got 2 daughters. Because
soften you up.
I never had.
Soften
I was
you
never
up.
around girls.
Soften you up.
Yeah, it was all boys.
Assignment tonight or assignment this week. Go watch a cartoon movie. Just go watch something.
Do Lil Giants count?
Lil John.
Little Giants.
Oh, I thought you said Lil John.
Little
like,
Rascals.
That's not a cartoon.
It's still a
nigga.
kitty. I'm not watching no animated nothing.
Why? Yeah, you gotta
I
grow
would
up.
definitely-
No, you gotta grow up.
I'll be on my name.
Yeah, you gotta grow up. I bet you if Griselda came out with a damn cartoon,
Definitely watch.
that's bullshit.
Boom, 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 boom. Hey yo, definitely
Oh, boy.
I'm watching every episode
That
of
is
that.
just my institutionalized 101. That's crazy.
Do the Proud Family count?
That actually
Okay,
does count.
that's- all right.
That actually does count. I get.
The Proud Family.
Actually, I don't know if
That's
Proud Family
goaty.
counts. It counts.
It was on Disney.
I didn't watch Proud. I stopped watching Proud Family. I'll expose this now. When I was in high school, when that Proud Family was like popping, people used to joke. When we used to crown, when we used to joke,
They say you look like Oscar.
everybody used to call me Oscar Proud. You laughing way too fucking hard back there without no mic. You need, in fact, stop talking behind him. Stop talking about the camera with no mic. We gonna have a new cameraman when we get back on y'all. Room 212. We gonna. in fact, hold on. We gonna. I know I gotta. Come on now. We're gonna put a little split right here. Do I look like them? Do I look like this? We're gonna put one of these. Do I look like him? Exactly. I don't look like this. I don't. It's just a face.
man.
Yes, I started watching Proud Family. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. But
I always thought you looked like Little Penny.
Little Penny? Oh, because of this? Yeah, it's the talent. It's a talent. It's a talent. Hey, God make ugly me. He didn't make me ugly. He didn't make me ugly. You feel me? Yeah, shout out to Penny. Y'all didn't know what Little Penny, we're going to put him right here.
A sneakerhead, and then you got a soul collector, and then you got
like a soul collector?
Yeah, so a collector is like somebody that just buys the sneakers but don't wear them.
Got you, because I know some girls that are soul collectors. But keep going.